problem number 23. And it gives us this graph here with the vertex at 3, -1, and also the point 1, 10 on our graph. And it wants us to determine the equation of the graph given as f of x is equal to a times x minus h, 20 squared plus k. So what we need to first do is we can plug in the information that we know. So we know that we have a times x minus our y value of 3 quantity squared plus our k value, which is our k for our vertex, which is -1, so it'll be -1. And now what we need to do is figure out the a value, and this is all equal to y. And so we can figure out the a value by plugging in the point 1, 10, because we know that 10 has to equal a times 1 minus 3 quantity squared minus 1. So that's equal to a times 1 minus 3 is -2, squared is 4, minus 1. So we're going to add 1 to both sides, and I get 11 is equal to 4a. So a is equal to 11/4. So my part A, my answer is f of x is equal to 11/4 x minus 3 quantity squared minus 1. Yeah. Okay, and then it says if the point 24 is a point on the graph of its parent function, y equals x squared, what's the corresponding point on f? Well, it's saying that on our original function, right, 2, 4 is on our graph. So what are we doing to this graph to make it look the same? So we're shifting our point 2, 4, we're shifting it 2 units, 3 units to the right. So that's going to be at the point 5. And then we are going to be multiplying that 5, by 11/4. 11/4 times 5 is equal to 55/4. So it's going to be way up here, and then we're going to be subtracting 1 unit from that. So that's going to be 51/4. So the corresponding point on our graph would be 5, Okay, so what we would be doing for this is we would be plugging what originally started out as 2 is now going to be 5 because we shifted it over 3 units. So we're going to have 5 minus 3 squared times 11/4 minus 1. So this is going to give me 2 squared, which is 4. 4 times 11/4 is 11 minus 1 is equal to 10. So my corresponding point is going to be 5, 10. Now part C says, what is the 0 of the function f? So what is our 0 of this function? Well, if we set that, so b, again remember, was 5, 10. Of 0 is going to be equal to 11/4 x minus 3 squared minus 1. We're going to add 1 to both sides. I'm going to multiply both sides by 4 over 11. Now I'm going to take plus or minus the square root of both sides. And I get, and then I'm going to add 3. So my answer is 3 plus or minus the square root of 4 over 11, or the square root, or 3 plus or minus 2 over the square root of 11. And that is it. That is your answer for part A, B, and C. And so then it kind of also asks you, it says you may use the following steps to help you determine the equation of the given graph. So again, we're going to start with our parent function x squared. We're shifting our graph 3 units to the right. we're doing a vertical stretch by 11 over 4, and then we're shifting our unit, or our graph, down 1. So that is the order of those operations. So we shift our graph from our parent function, x squared, to get this function f of x. We're shifting our graph 3 units to the right. We're vertically stretching it by a factor of 11/4, and then shifting it vertically down 1 unit. And that is answer number 23.